The reported sexual abuse of U of M athletes by the hands of Dr. Anderson now extended to the son of Bo Schembechler, as he stated during a press conference. The second stop for the group is here at Drew Transition Center on the city's west side, where the group says there are some COVID-19 concerns among special education teachers. I am roller skating right in the heart of downtown Detroit, and this is just one of the many activities taking place here at the Monroe Street Midway this summer. A fire that ravaged through this Clinton Township home left a 3-year-old in the hospital and the family with just the clothes on their backs. Shootings in the city of Detroit lately have been out of control, and in order to combat the violence, Chief James White is taking some serious action. By land, air, and even horseback, members of the Detroit Police Department hit the streets Thursday as part of a major operation.
Those that are wanted in this area, those who are on parole and probation, those who have violated parole and probation. Interim
Detroit Police Chief James White says those known for victimizing the community are the ones being sought during the second day of Operation Restore Order. Enough is enough. More than 100 uniformed and plainclothes officers targeted specific areas on the east side Thursday. Wednesday's crackdown on the west side resulted in several arrests.
20 felony arrests, 8 misdemeanor arrests, 410 ordinance violations, 11 firearms confiscated.
White also says several illegal drugs were confiscated. DPD says the operation was initiated due to a surge in violent crimes. In comparison to this time last year, as of June 21st, 2021, the city saw over a 20% increase in non-fatal shootings and 16% increase in homicides, including the shooting deaths of 2 children recently.
We're unapologetic about keeping our community safe. We're going to do the work necessary to make sure that the community is safe.
In Detroit, April Morton, CW50 News at 10. A special training on the OCC Auburn Hills campus by the ATF was not held in the field, but in a classroom, and not for their own, but for members of the media.
On our use of force policy, on Department of Justice policy, on shoot, no shoot scenarios, something just to educate the media and the public on how we're trained and how we react in situations for real out in the real world.
With tensions high between citizens and law enforcement over the use of police force in the U.S., ATF Detroit acting agent in charge Keith Krolchek says training like this is necessary. The media not only attended a course that explains legally why officers use force, but we were put in real-life scenarios through the use of a simulator.
Try to get the web of your hand. You see the web of the hand there? To the bottom of that gun.
We were first taught how to properly hold a gun. Then I was put into a simulated robbery situation where I was the responding officer. Drop the gun! Drop the gun! In the simulation, the suspect turns and shoots at the officer, something law enforcement says can happen in a split second.
And that training is the backbone of their decision-making process. You know, when there is a use of force issue, when there is a time where you need to make a split-second decision.
By law, the officers say force should only be used if there is an imminent threat of physical harm or death to the officer or someone else. Agents say training like these will continue throughout the country indefinitely. It's the unofficial start to summer, but most importantly, Memorial Day is a time of remembrance, and they're doing that here in downtown Royal Oak. Please accept our thanks today. As a respectful tribute to past and present veterans, the Royal Oak Memorial Day Parade has marched down Main Street for several decades.
It's really a time for us to, step back and remember the fallen soldiers. A lot of people don't know. They always think, thank a veteran. That's not for today. It's, spend time with the fallen soldiers, the loved ones, the ones you never met.
Army vet Mark Hansey, along with several hundred others, came out Monday to honor those who made the ultimate sacrifice for our country. Seeing the challenging times our country is currently in and grateful the parade went on this year after being canceled in 2020 due to the pandemic, Hansey says better days are on the horizon.
Seeing live performances, concerts, parades, it really means we've turned the corner as a country, and hopefully we can start putting this behind.
Oakland County Executive David Coulter participated in the parade and says he's excited to see events starting back in the county.
It's a glimpse of hope of what's to come, which is we're going to get through this pandemic and be able to do normal activities again and be able to have parades and gatherings again. And this summer, I think, will look a lot different than last summer.
Many people we spoke with on Monday relieved to once again have the freedom of attending events and not worry about the pandemic, but also not forgetting the reason for this event.
It's a great time to reflect.